See that? That's right. That's a Portal stuffy. Something that could very well make it into the game at some point. What makes me say that? Well, it just so happens to be that the Restitched devs are very into the idea of doing collabs with other franchises. Back in October 2024, there was a Q&A with the team, and some of the questions included: what are you most excited about in the future of Restitched? And what long-term goals do you have for the project? While everyone had their own take, many seem to have similar ambitions. Gabriel shared that collaborating with different projects sounds like a lot of fun. Our goal is to deliver an experience where players can really express their creativity, and naturally they'll want to recreate things that inspire them in some way, whether it's movies, characters, or even other games. Being able to embrace that in an official partnership would be super exciting. Meanwhile, Halston said, the wishful thinker in me would love to see collabs with other indie games. And Carter too responded, saying, if you can somehow swing a deal to make DLC levels based on my favorite indie animations / game properties, I will be one very happy camper. One can hope. Ooh, all very exciting. And that's not even where the story ends. A couple of months later, Daniel, Restitched concept artist, created a Discord thread titled, if Restitched had post-launch DLC, what sort of collaborations would you like to see and why? In this thread, Daniel mentions how they're excited about the possibility of creating post-launch content featuring collaborations with various franchises. Several Trixel team members shared their ideas as well. Portal. Surprised you didn't say Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider. Oop. I was typing it. It's also really niche, weird, unrealistic, random, and has like no overlap with the target audience, but Charmed, Desperate Housewives, and Westworld would be sick. Ooh, I have a more grounded suggestion actually. Imagine a indie classics pack, which has some stamps and outfits from various mainstream indie titles. Hollow Knight, Minecraft, Faz, Cuphead, Undertale, The Plucky Square, Five Nights at Freddy's, etc. Some of them aren't really indie anymore, but they originally were and are considered staples of the genre. Can't forget Newgrounds. I heard Castle Crashers is getting an update. What are we going to do if LBP could get an official licensed cameo, guys? Will the internet break? The server will for sure. I think my personal wishlist would be Cult of the Lamb, Psychonauts, Team Fortress 2, and Cyberpunk 2077. Hello Kitty, Care Bears, Beanie Babies, and Build-A-Bear Workshop would be perfect collabs. Among Us seems fitting too. I'd like to see Post Recycle Industries logos on a t-shirt or a custodian outfit on a mop. Even 2 months later, when the initial excitement of something usually has long died down, Helsing came back to the thread, clearly not done with it yet. Need to revisit this because I have some ideas. And ooh, is it a sobbing stuffy emoji I spot? Damn, he really must have been containing himself. So it would be cool if the game could hop on the trend of popular TV shows, indie games, major games, and other pop culture things. Then he proceeds by dropping a massive list of franchises. Movies and TV including Severance, Stranger Things, The Walking Dead, Wednesday, Bridgerton, Westworld, Squid Games, Fallout, Show Version, Harry Potter, Caroline, Paddington, Adventure Time, Bluey, Alice in Wonderland, Willy Wonka, and games, including Resident Evil, Tomb Raider, The Sims, Minecraft, Assassin's Creed, The Witcher, Far Cry, Kingdom Hearts, Portal, Half-Life, Team Fortress 2, Left 4 Dead, Spyro, Hollow Knight, Stardew Valley, Cuphead, Undertale, Psychonauts, Don't Starve, Five Nights at Freddy's, Hollow Knight, again, damn, Helston must really want that Hollow Knight collab, Unpacking, Little Nightmares, Tunic, Fast, Super Meat Boy, Spelunky, The Binding of Isaac, Castle Crashers, Shovel Knight, Among Us. Jesus, Helston, I like the way you think. This is just a huge random list of things I personally know or have heard of, and things that are popular enough that I could see there being a restitched version existing. I feel like a lot of the indie games could be combined into like an indie hits pack with new stamps and outfits or something. There are some upcoming and little unknown indie games being made that I'd love to collab with too, just because it's easier and cross promotion within the indie community is a great way to build each other up. Some of these are from big corps and would not be easy to license, if at all. But the idea of there being a Resident Evil pack would be cool because you could stuffify characters like Leon, Claire, Chris, Ada, Tyrant, etc. But I'm also a huge fan of the movies. don't kill me. So allowed to slip in an Alice Abernathy outfit. She never got any love in the game world. Tomb Raider would allow me to transcend to the heavens and consider my life complete. I'm obsessed. It's my #1 favorite franchise. They do collabs all the time with decently sized games. So if Restitched had enough engagement, they might consider it. The Valve IDs are the most likely though, because it's Valve and the game is exclusive to Steam. They're very relaxed with their licensing, I hear. We also have a direct contact to them through Steamworks, and I already made concept art of Stuffy based on their IPs. These are just my personal ideas. We've not discussed anything official of course, and any of this being possible kinda just depends if the game is good and played by people. You hear that guys? You know what to do now. Spread the word! We need these costumes to make it into the game ASAP! On a more serious note though, even if these collabs remain a far off dream, I honestly wouldn't be too disappointed. There's already so much possible with the clothes and tools currently in game. Look at this! Lara Croft! And here! Silent Stuffy! And how could we forget about Heist and stuff? Oh god. And as more cosmetics are being added, the possibilities will only multiply. God, the customization in this game is going to be insane. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I recommend you check out this video, where I talk more about some of its features, like the design tool or the workshop integration. Oh.